Hello, dear ones. Living from the heart, the choiceless path. Why is it choiceless? Because living from the heart, it truly is a place that is already chosen for us, that is already here and is asking for its effortless nature, like natural expression, to show up. The choiceless path is the one that awaits for us once we strip the layers of identities, of roles that we have taken upon. The choiceless path is not for the faint of heart. It's the difference between living from the mind and living from the heart. What does that feel in our body? What is the sensation, and how can we tell the difference? When we make choices from the mind, it's usually the mind goes on comparing, calculating, trying to understand or fix, usually goes into a future possibilities. It's not anchored in presence. Choices from the heart usually come from this place of spontaneity, effortlessness. It's the intuition, is that original instinct that comes on through. And when this instinct is allowed to be expressed, the action can be taken right away in the moment. And the difference is that if we choose in that moment to follow through that instinct, it feels really good. It feels like this creative flow moves through us, and it very much has this childlike wonder quality to it, excitement. And very often, if we are to take this path and make a choice and follow through on this action, usually the mind will come afterwards and will attempt to sabotage it. Or all of a sudden the doubt will come, which is really the mind, and this protective mechanism that wants to be in control. Because usually choices from the heart are choices anchored in the great mystery, in the unknown. We don't know what it is to happen, yet we know we just gotta take that action. We gotta take that step into the unknown, because our heart calls for it, our inner pull, if we're to listen to it. And yes, the mind may come afterwards and try to figure it out and start doubting. And this is really the hardest part about living from the heart, is when we make these choices to be able to follow through on them and to trust this inner voice, this original imprint, this impulse, this intuition that had come through in the beginning, and to really follow through with it, and to notice, even if the mind comes with its doubts, that we can still be anchored in that truth, the bigger truth, and be the observer watching the doubt, be the observer watching the mind. It's a space of recognition, of recognizing the contrast between the heart and the mind. Feel it in your body. When the choiceless choice of the heart wants to come through, it doesn't go into a story. The mind thrives off on stories. The heart is more a sensation inside of the body. You can feel it in your solar plexus, in your gut. It can be even in a form of anxiety, yet the body doesn't tell the difference between fear and excitement. And the more we can have a softer belly, we can breathe into our bellies and give them space for that sensation to move. And we keep letting go of the story of the mind. We keep reshifting our focus into our body, into the sensation, into knowing that we are safe and okay to be with the full sensation of following the heart. It takes courage, it takes devotion and dedication to follow the heart. It's not the easiest path, yet it's the most rewarding path. The path of the heart is anchored in presence. It's anchored in the breath. It's anchored in the body. It's a very somatic experience. When we're in our mind, we dissociate. We go into a place that has nothing to do with the here and now. So there are different pointers that can guide us of where are we in every moment. Am I in my heart or am I in my mind? And if I'm in my mind, may I pause and wait until I make a choice, because I really would benefit so much more if the choice I make is from my heart, which then allows for life to flow, for synchronicities to flow, and for life to guide us. And we begin to ride the wave of creation that is here for us, instead of controlling, manipulating, trying to figure out and fix. It's the great mystery. The path of the heart, the choiceless choice. Every moment and every day is here for us. May we all recognize this path and allow it to take over our lives. Blessed be. So much love.